All right, Shalom. Before we get started, we want to give our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and also to their elders, the men that taught them. Hey, we pray the Lord have peace, blessings, and mercy upon the households of the hopeful elect. And this is the couple of brothers from the Great Millstone Houston Church. I'm the brother Shammai Wan.
Yachanan.
And, the Wadi Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai for allowing us to come together to be in the spirit to bring forth a lesson and, Lord willing, to be edifying to the Lord's elect. And we want to touch on the topic of, the Lord is revealing to us that Babylon is soon to fall, a.k.a. America, with these omens that have been happening lately, consecutively, where it's time for mirth and celebration, but the Lord disappointed a lot of people. All right. And us knowing these scriptures, this really brings excitement and comfort to us, because what else do we have to look for in this world? It's to the point where it's like we just continually anticipate these prophecies to unfold, and now we're seeing them take place. And it is comforting. At the same time, we're still in captivity. We're still under the hand of our enemies, being oppressed. But the Lord is giving us signs that just keep holding on and keep enduring, because we almost out of here, man. You got something? Bring it out.
There you go. Well, I'll just get this real quick, since I already had it pulled up just right now. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, and verse 1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors." So the righteous, the Israelites, starting with the how do you say, the hopeful elect of Israel, starting with our apostles and elders, the men that taught us and the men that taught them. And with this word, with this truth that has brought us back to life, we're standing up in great boldness to these Edomites, to these other nations. The Edomites being, the so-called white man. And, we don't have to get all up in his face, go wherever he is. Well, you a devil, all this stuff. No, all we got to do is preach the word. And we seeing the prophecies coming to pass. We're seeing the effect that the truth, the 100% truth of the scriptures has on the world. We see the changes that are happening. Just this weekend, The brother showed me the videos, the pictures of Mount Rushmore, how it had a hailstorm there, and it looked like that monument was crying. All them Edomites up there looked like they had tears and snot running down their face. Like when you see the picture, when you see the pictures or the footage, whatever, when you see it, it's like, oh man, that's amazing, because it reminds me right now of Dagon. What were you gonna say? No.
I was thinking about how you mentioned earlier of Esau.
Oh yeah, Esau
crying
too.
With tears and shit.
Yeah,
but
Esau,
you got it though.
Crying, and snot running down his nose when he was trying to get the blessing.
Right.
But
you mentioned Dagon.
Right, Dagon. How, just when they took the ark and the angel of the Lord, I think it knocked the statue down and broke its hands.
Right.
But anyway, we're standing up in boldness, and we're going to get more and more bold, all the way up until the day that the chariots come, because we see you, on the downfall. We see you, like, you not coming back. We seen what happened over the weekend. How, if you wanted to go into it, just how the storm, like how the heat wave. First of all, the heat wave happened over at the National Mall. That heat wave happened. You had nobody wanted to perform at that stupid thing, at that 250.
Oh yeah.
Then the storm came. Everybody had to be evacuated. They had to go take cover in the African American Museum.
Right.
And then after that, they had to go back and go through security all over again, wait for the fireworks show that got pushed back, I guess, and the Nero's speech, which that was an interesting speech. Just a little soundbite that I heard from it. Even what he was saying, which I got, a little snippet pulled up, just a quote of it. that's all interesting. Like, it's very beautiful times, you know, especially what he said, you know, that little snippet. Maybe I'll pull up the
No, yeah, Lord willing, pull that up.
What else was it? Oh, the fireworks show.
Yeah.
Right, how that fireworks show, the fireworks started popping off, and then, what was it, fog rolled in?
The last 40 minutes of it just covered in fog.
Right. The fog rolled in, you couldn't even see the fireworks, and then they were lighting up the sky, but it just made it look like red.
It looked like a war was going on, pretty much. Like explosions just popping off.
Right. So it's all beautiful, and shoot, not only on top of that, you have all kinds of plagues going on, like the explosive diarrhea plague that's going on right now. You know, you got the screw worm. Shit, whatever else gonna pop up, Lord, please bring it.
Earthquakes in diverse places.
Right.
All of these things are taking place. And just like the scripture you brought out, how it said they shall stand in great boldness. Going to, you mentioned about Trump's speech, how he basically put it out there, like, if anybody is speaking against what's being pushed from his standpoint, you're pretty much a T. You know, you're pretty much labeled as a T. You should know what that means: a threat, a terrorist. All right, and it shows you how it said, the brother, how he read, standing in great boldness. This is what is a part of this truth, and that's pretty much just trying to keep focusing on that, because that's what's next. You know, seeing these events take place, then hearing this man talking about, if you're speaking against the system or against what they're pushing, you will be labeled as a communist or a damn terrorist. You got it?
As we approach this magnificent anniversary, we see our American identity under a renewed attack.
Oops.
After we fought and won the Cold War against the menace of communism, there is now a resurgence of the communist menace in our land, including from newcomers to our country who embrace ideas totally opposed to our way of life and our great success. These are not mere political disagreements like differences over taxes or regulations. Communism is a mortal threat to American liberty. You can be loyal to Karl Marx, or you can be loyal to America. You can be a communist, or you can be a patriot. You cannot be both. As for those who peddle Marxist lies about our heritage, who tell our children that we live on stolen land or that our heroes were oppressors, they're doing something much worse than slandering our past. They are slandering and attacking our future.
That's it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
but hey, that whole speech is lucky, you know, if you can't hear it, whatever, or you could hear it if it's low, whatever, but hey, you can look up what he said, you know, pull up the video yourself. Right. But hey, it's there. The energy is there. This energy that, hey, if you disagree with us, even though you know,
if you're not with them, you're against them.
Right.
And this nigga is saying you can't bring up the facts.
Right.
You can't bring up the facts. You can't state the obvious. Yeah.
Because they were proud of this history. You know, yeah, they'll say, oh yeah, we took it, yeah, we stole it, but we stole it fair and square. You know, whatever they say, whatever excuse they make up for their wickedness. You know, the genocide they committed. You know, all this stuff. Hey, it's gonna make you an offender. Oops.
No, you good.
Hold on a second. Might I get this real quick?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, he said, if you ain't with us, you are against us. Pretty
this is
much.
Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 20. For the terrible one, that's Esau Edom, you know, on a whole level, for the terrible one is brought to naught. He's about to be brought down low, and he's being brought down low now.
All right.
You know, and they use that old communism excuse. And they always got a boogeyman. You know, it was the boogeyman, communism. Meanwhile, ain't nobody worried about that shit. You know, nobody's worried about that. They're worried about the Israelites. That's why this is coming out. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off. That make a man, I wish I could have just got to the point, that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate. So you making a man an offender for a word. Look, this country was stolen. This country was gotten by, hey, how do you get it? One, you genocided the northern tribes. You broke every treaty with Gad, Reuben, Issachar. You broke every treaty. Then you moved them to the reservations. You had them death march. Then when they were on the reservations, you stole that land. As soon as you found something valuable on it, you gave them what you thought was the least valuable land. As soon as they found oil on it, oh, we got to get it.
Yeah. As soon as niggas found gold, came through.
You stolen identities. How much wickedness that you've done throughout the earth. Lynchings, the lynching postcards that you see. Jim Crow, all this stuff, the history
is there.
The Lord says your iniquity reaches up to the heavens. And that's why you're being judged now. And it's beautiful that this 250 mark, you see all these things happening on the day that you should be celebrating. It rained on your fucking birthday, nigga. That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate. So the snare's already been laid. We've seen that. What do they say? With the pride marches, if you offend any of them pride, them sodomites, whatever, we're gonna ticket you.
Right.
You got the anti-sim things going on that are gonna be put on the books. That you have so many things.
They're justifying the wicked.
Right.
And that's an offense. The Lord ain't pleased with that shit.
Right. So lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate. That's the prophets. We the ones reproving all this wickedness. Telling you what's right and what's wrong. Making a difference. And turn aside the just for a thing of naught. So you turn aside the just. You turn away from, what is it? True justice. Justice doesn't go out with this wicked devil. It's whoever has the money. Whoever can pay. That's who gets, so-called justice, which it isn't justice. There's no true justice that goes out here in Babylon the Great.
I got a precept.
Okay, you got it.
This is John chapter 7 in verse 7. This is Yahushua speaking. It says, "The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil." And that's the thing. Due to us calling out the BS and the wickedness and the ill will, we're targeted for doing that. And especially in these times where now we're seeing it come to a point where it's going to be like written, where now they're going to have action set in place where somebody does testify against the world and we're going to be targeted. That's the days we're in. Where this is all a part of this man's downfall, because he got a short time. And somebody has to be the target, just like it always been. And we know who it is. It's the Israelites. That's why end time prophecy is focused on the nation of Israel, bro. Like, there's such things called Jacob's trouble. How do you think those things are going to take place? By what's going on today. But at the same time, the comfort of it is because it's not just like I always get tripped up at this word. It's a word where, like, it's just negative speaking. Damn, I can't think of it. But anyway, it's not that. It's not just all negative. It's not all just downhill. Like,
it's more pessimistic.
Pessimistic.
Oh.
That's the word. The water. This ain't just pessimistic. Just talking. Because at the same time, we're being comforted by seeing these things take place because the Lord told us these things would happen. Where though understanding times are going to get, harder, it's going to crunch down. But at the same time, you will see prophecy unfold where this kingdom is getting broken down every day. We're really seeing the downfall of our enemy in real time. But you had something else?
Yeah, I got this. This is Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 15. "Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey." So this is they're going to come after us because we completely renounce this wicked, evil system, this way of living. And it also how is it? You know, you have witnesses that are going to be for Yahushua. Those are going to be martyred for him.
Yeah.
You know, those are going to be beheaded for the testimony of Yahushua. It also says that, in 2nd Ezra 16, there's a burning wrath of a multitude, or a great multitude. You know, they wanted to get Jake. They want that birthright back. They want that blessing. You know, but they're not going to get it. You know, they're not going to win. They're not going to succeed in this matter. It don't matter how evil, you know, they try to paint us or whatever. You're the wicked. You know, but that was it on that.
I'm going to play this video clip. I'm going to just play a few clips just showing you the signs that the Lord has given us concerning the times that we're in. The great US of A, right? Let's watch a few little quick video clips. This man carrying the American flag, right? Lord willing, the sign would pick up on the phone. But again, you know, coming in with the American flag, waving it so high and mighty, but literally this nigga is falling from heaven.
Yeah.
I beheld Satan fall from heaven. Look at this nigga. hey, then too, looking it up, it said he suffered head injuries. Like the head is wounded, you know,
right.
Just through the spirit, just thinking about these things. So he's done. That's an omen.
And a tree caught him too. That made me think of Isaiah 14. How the tree's gonna be singing. You know that tree. Yeah. The trees are gonna rejoice at your downfall. Everything is gonna rejoice. The whole earth is gonna rejoice at your downfall. You know, ready to breathe again. You might get that.
If you got a preset, bring it out. For some reason, this.
Matter of fact, yeah. This is Revelation chapter 13, and I'll start at verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb. This is Babylon the Great, you know, with the two horns, the bipartisan system. You got the Democrats and Republicans going all the way back to ancient Greece. You know, and how it has the illusion of a two-party system, wanting you to vote. Oh, this side really cares about you. No, this side really cares about you. Meanwhile, it's a part of the same beast.
Right.
You know, they all go to the same parties. They all go to the same island. Anyway, I don't want to say that. They all get the same kids. You know, all that stuff. They got the same. They're in the same circles.
Yeah.
You know, just because they get on TV and they talk about they hate each other, this and that. Nah, behind the scenes, they all chilling together.
Hey, Elder Yashawamba made a solid point of paying attention to Trump at his speech. He had on a purple tie, right?
Mm.
Just like you got the Democrat and Republican, their colors, the blue and the red. If you mix those colors, it creates purple, right?
Right.
That nigga had on a purple tie, just showing you symbolism of what you just said.
Right, because they do all that. They do those symbols all the time.
Right.
And then those in the know, they know what it's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That shit. Just a regular person, I would say, you see them wearing a tie. They got the tie in a certain knot. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, you know, they got all this symbolism and whatnot. But continuing on, Revelation 13 and 11, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So that draconian measures. You know, he's saying, hey, look, you're an enemy, because communism going all the way back, you know, being associated with the Russians, whatever, has been like the mortal enemy on camera to the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
You know, meanwhile, it's the same thing. They're in the same, them niggas over there to go to the same parties in the same boat. There ain't no difference. You know, it's just a BS thing that they pull, you know. And I was gonna jump down, I'm gonna jump down there, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, this system, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship that the image of the beast should be killed. And so this devil has the power that he brought this, you know, the revived Roman Empire back to life, and now it's in a new form, this revived form, And hey, if you ain't down with this, then you gotta die. You're an enemy. The same thing what he's saying right now. You're teaching your kids that this place was founded on genocide and theft.
Right.
You gotta die. You can't have that kind of thinking. Are our heroes or oppressors? What do you mean? I'm thinking, who's that nigga on the 20? The Indian killer?
Thomas Jefferson?
Nah,
No.
it's dang, hold on.
Andrew Jackson?
Yeah,
Yeah. AJ.
I'll put that in there. Andrew, the Indian killer Jackson.
Ew. Hey, but that just shows you. He knows who he is. Like him trying to, because a few years ago he been making it where you touch on it a lot, where he removed out of the schools like slavery,
Right,
all of that type of shit, right?
right,
Because he knows who they are.
right,
It's to the point where now you're just trying to hide and cover up history, but you can't.
right. You being made bare. Like all your history is brought up. Like, and this ain't even really new
Yeah,
because
this
this is
ain't-
all
yeah.
like when I was in middle school, high school. I ain't pay attention to that shit. I ain't care. But now it's out there. Now they want to hide it. Now it's out there. Like if I had known the truth back then, it would be like, oh, they actually teaching this stuff in school. But now they trying to hide it.
No, right.
They're trying to hide all the wickedness that they've done to continue doing wickedness, not to make it better, not to make amends or anything like that. They just want to continue in their wickedness. They want to get rid of you, Jake.
Hey, because the truth is really flooding this earth now, wherein it even has an effect on even in the school system. Like even in the schools, that's why they got to take that shit out. Like you got stories of brothers, man, they woke up knowing they Israelites in high school now.
Right.
Now just imagine they going into these textbooks and you got the Edomite with the Egyptian hat on.
Yeah.
And like this is a fucking Edomite. You know, now they know and they trying to remove all of the history because they know it's a threat.
Or they'll
It's
spread
not
a
working
lie.
out for you. It's not working out for Esau right now. It's not. And this nigga has to come with, like you said, he's going to come with draconian legislation and measures where pretty much you're going to receive the most strict, harsh judgments for the simplest things.
Right.
As far as exposing the truth and telling the truth.
An example of that is the protest. Matter of fact, let me see.
Oh, man.
That Jake, I think he got 30 years. He got 30 years for something he wasn't. Slacky, I'm trying to type this up.
No, you good.
He got 30 years for. I mean, like the matter of fact, I got it right here. I put in here just 100 years for protesting ICE. Anti-ICE protesters face prison sentences ranging from 30 to 100 years in Texas. In a federal trial, prosecutors accused 9 activists of being a terror cell. This followed a July 4 protest at an immigration jail in Alvarado, Texas, where a police officer was shot. So just because some nigga got shot, all these niggas got 100 years, 30 to 100 years. And that's just protesting ICE. Like, hey man, you are taking these people, you're putting them in concentration camps, you're putting them in deplorable conditions. You said you were catching criminals and all this kind of stuff, taking them on the street. These are not criminals. Everybody that you caught are not criminals. There's a very small percentage, if that. And then, not only that, you're when they get in there, you're changing their names so that people can't find them, so their families can't find them. You're shipping them all over the world. The people don't know where they are, and then the people protesting, their families don't know where they are. What you're doing is wicked, and you have people trying to stand up and protest this, and you're calling them the terrorists.
Right.
Meanwhile, it's you.
Right.
But showing the draconian measure, just an example of that.
Right.
I'm sure you got it, dog.
I'm gonna play another video of what happened at Mount Rushmore, whenever Trump was coming through to give his presidential speech, right? And I was it shows you the image. Matter of fact, because beforehand, it's a video of what happened. It was a hailstorm. Let me turn this down. So it's hailing in the video, and they're talking about it.
This AI.
Nah. Right. So you can see it began to hail. He had to get his little 2 minutes in before he had to dip. But more came to the size of hail being the size of golf balls and baseballs, right? And this is the aftermath where you could see on the screen, it looked like these presidents are fucking crying and snotting in the nose, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's an omen. That's a sign. You know, and it made me think of how you said earlier, though Esau seek it with tears, right? Like, no, it's over with, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said in Lamentations, hey, rejoice. Rejoice while you got time, Edom. Because guess what? Your punishment is just beginning. And the Lord is showing you where this ain't man dealing. This is the Lord dealing with your ass. Just like it was in the time of ancient Egypt. You know, the plagues that the Lord brought, man can't do that. It was the acts of the Lord. All right. And now we're here bringing these things out. And it's evident. We're in. You had something? Because I'm thinking of Matthew 16 after you got what you got. You got it, though.
God. This is Isaiah chapter 47. And it says here, mourning for Babylon. Now, this ain't talking about ancient Babylon. This is speaking of the modern day.
Big neck.
This is speaking of modern day Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. You know, you can read that in Psalm 137.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. And you see that? That's exactly how I pictured them, all crying, snot running down their nose or whatnot. As soon as when they go into captivity, that picture right there.
Yeah.
I might make that my
Now that's a thumbnail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
thumbnail.
gonna make that my
screensaver.
Yeah.
You know how you get the sun blocker in your car window? I'm gonna blow that shit up.
Yeah.
Block the sun up.
Do something. I'm gonna find something to do with it. Says, but hey, it's over for you. Sit down in the dust. It's over. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. So all your wickedness, all your shame, everything, the shameful spewing, everything that you've done is coming to the light. And everything that you're trying to do, that pride you still hanging on to, that you can't let go of. You are a fucking murderer. Don't forget Nero called, what was that, the Central Park 5? He called for them to be hung and they were found to be innocent.
Yeah. That's him?
Those young men that had to go to prison, adult prison, young men,
Yeah.
barely teenagers,
Right.
had to go to a fucking adult prison.
That's why the scriptures say, he that showeth no mercy shall receive no mercy, man. And it's beautiful because if put it like this, it's so fitting to a specific nation of people. You know?
God, I'll jump down.
You got it?
This is Isaiah 47 and verse 6. I was wroth with my people. The Lord was pissed off with us. All the bullshit we put the Lord through, all the bullshit that we did, you know, you're constantly reminding us, I brought you up out of Egypt. I did this for you. I held you up. I fed you. I clothed you. I did all this for you. And you gonna turn around and be a fucking hoe on me?
And like I said, you polluted my inheritance.
Yeah.
Like, man, come on, bro.
I was wroth with my people. And you, Esau, you are just the whipping stick.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's your whole purpose, to be the whipping stick. The same nations every nation that had us in captivity, that was just a whipping stick for us. You know, a punishment for us. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. So you've done all this. What's the retirement age now? I don't know.
It was 67 or
67? Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
looked at my Social Security thing the other day. It said, yeah, you 3 points away, you can retire. And I read down further,
Another
yeah, you can
50
retire at
years.
motherfucking 67, nigga. Yeah, like, okay. And then by that time, they ain't, don't even fucking think about that shit. Look, I'll get them 3 points.
Right.
This place will blow up before I get them 3 points. I'll tell you that. No. But, hey, shit. I ain't never retiring this bitch. This is not your rest.
Yeah, exactly. That's a beautiful point. Jake, holding on to that shit, wherein you see what's going on, man. Like, we're at the decline. We're at the end of this thing where now pretty much you buckle up and prepare yourself, make you ready to the battle like the scriptures say.
Yeah.
Because that's what's next.
Yeah. You getting ready to fight the Lord. And guess what? This whole time, you ain't never acknowledged it, anything like that. But y'all know that y'all had the apple of the Lord's eye.
That's what
You know,
you fucked up.
Isaiah 47 and verse 7, and thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. So you said, hey, we're going to rule forever, another 250 years. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep this party going. We're going to play in 250 years from now. They're going to be playing YMCA all over again. Yes, we're going to play.
Like that nigga said in the video you played, he said these communists don't just affect like the past, they affect the future. There is no future here.
Nah.
There's no future here. Project Looking Glass, no future. You got the same result of you're in.
Yeah, I can tell you future slavery.
And that's
Destruction.
it. No, and that's it. According to prophecy.
Yeah.
Because look, right now, Esau, you're living prophecy out in real time where you got the fatness of the earth. And also to the point of you making a man an offender for his word. Like Esau is playing a heavy part in end time prophecy. And at the same time, we got to play it out too.
Yeah.
You know?
This is verse 8. Matter of fact, verse 7 again. And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Hey, real quick, Baba Kushai, if I may.
Yeah.
You know how Donald Trump always talks about, we're doing good. We're making progress with the peace talk and all this bullshit about making money for the economy. But in reality, like we were talking about today, it's the complete opposite, bro.
Yeah.
It's the complete opposite. What, you can read that again, Baba Kushai?
Isaiah 47 and verse 7, and thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Like, you think you finna be sitting in comfort all your fucking time. Now, look, within America, the economy is fucking horrible. You got people with decent jobs struggling. Everybody's fucking struggling damn near. You just strung off that fucking high that Esau got you on under. Where you think is good when it's not. And at the same time, these other nations outside of Babylon, the great aka America, are looking at you like you're fucking insignificant. Like you're small now. Where now that might and that power and that authority don't hit the same no more like it did 250 years ago, nigga. Now you're at the bottom of the barrel. You're circling a drain to get out of here. And it's shown throughout what's going on in the earth. The strait ain't open up still, right?
No.
Okay, so what the fuck are you talking about? Things are getting better. We're coming to it. No, we're not. It's only going to continue to increase for the worse. Like it tells you in 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter. I'll get next.
Go ahead.
You got it, though.
This is Isaiah 47 and verse 7 again. And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. So you don't remember that you go into slavery after this. You don't remember that this place is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. You didn't remember none of that. You just think you're going to win.
No, because these niggas don't operate with faith. They go off of just
You say the flesh.
the flesh. Yeah, like instinct. This nigga is instinctively carnal. Like just instinct, just react to what you see in face value, what's in front of your face. But the Lord said otherwise, and this nigga does not acknowledge it, and he can't. Because what he finna do? Change his wickedness? Change from his wicked ways? He can't.
He lower than the beast. Because even the animals, the animals, I know
No.
you're holding that Matthew. The animals know by the weather.
Yeah.
You know, when a storm, a hurricane, a major storm is coming, when an earthquake is coming, like when a volcano is about to erupt, hey, they ready to go. They hear that, whatever they frequency they hear, you know, whatever that is, that let them know that the shake the scene. Whatever they know to leave. Esau he don't know. He can't see the signs. He can't see that this place is collapsing. He doesn't think that paper mache.
Yeah, that Ark of the
Ark of Trump. Is that how it's spelled?
Ark of Trump or Triumph? I forgot.
Let me look that up.
But just like Esau, going back to Esau selling his birthright, like nigga, you don't see the later end of what you did now, how it's gonna affect you at the end of it, and that's beautiful because it was supposed to be like that. But just showing you the mindset and the spirit of an Edomite. This nigga only thinks for YOLO. Now in the moment, you know. Second Esdras.
Okay, so it's
what
like
is it?
What are you talking about?
Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter. I'm thinking about that YOLO spirit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's right now. They don't see the later end of things, but you got it.
Oh no, I was just saying that the triumphal arch. It's they built that demo or whatever of it. But it was like paper mache, you know,
Man.
hot glued together.
Not even
whatever.
Elmer's glue,
Yeah,
the
Elmer's,
little
whatever.
rub-on shit.
But you know, it's that's not the actual one apparently, whatever like that. I don't think the next one is gonna be better. But it says, I'll just look at the headline. It says they're gonna be running construction 20 hours a day for 2 or 3 years. They're gonna try to work that on that.
Okay,
But nah, we already see how the one that you got up there is.
I got one.
Yeah, you got it.
Matthew 16 and verse 1 in the GNT, it says, some Pharisees and Sadducees who came to Yahushua wanted to trap him. So they asked him to perform a miracle for them to show that the Most High approved of him. Verse 2, but Yahushua answered, when the sun is setting, you say, we are going to have fine weather because the sky is red. And early in the morning, you say, it is going to rain because the sky is red and dark. You can predict the weather by looking at the sky, but you cannot interpret the signs concerning these times. And just putting it in context, Yahushua was speaking to the wicked scribes and Pharisees in his times, but relating that to today, where look at what the Lord is like literally allowing to pop off and to cause like effects on the earth. Like these signs are not light. And I played the nigga falling from heaven. And look at this shit, bro. I might have to delete all of this shit. It went back to my whole fucking message. For instance, 250 anniversary, right? Look at the celebratory event of them looking at the fireworks, right, to acknowledge America's independence, 1776 to 2026, right? Look at this shit. You ain't seeing nothing. It's foggy. The Lord sent fog where it's not enjoyable. You drove hours away. You wasted hours of your time to sit back and record this. The Lord is showing signs like, bro, it ain't nothing left to see. There's nothing left exciting. There's nothing left here, bro. It's on the decline. So the Lord sent fog to finish the night off. Hey, and matter of fact, before the fog, the Lord sent windstorms and rainstorms. This is at Coney Island. Look at these niggas celebratory weekend. That's not enjoyable. It's a fucking sand. When did that? Whenever.
That was like the day before.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, bro. This is the Lord doing these things. And this is a cute clip. I got other ones where like nigga shit was done. Hold up.
Good form.
What else? We seen him falling from heaven. The windstorm. I want to show this one, right? Because look how it started off, right? This is the beginning for the firework display in Washington, D.C. It's beautiful. It's a sight to see. Let's say America, fuck yeah. Then look at the last 40 minutes of the show. In complete blurriness. It looked like war going on. You know? You can't see shit. The Lord sent fog on that place to cover that shit up. The signs are here. It's evident where we at. But that was it for the clips. I got quick ones, real quick. Second Ezra 15:10. It says, Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. And it's talking about spiritual Egypt, where we are today. Just like it tells you in Revelation, the 11th chapter, spiritual Sodom and Egypt. And spiritually speaking, the Lord is talking about where we are in America today, because the Lord is finna bring plagues, as I'm going to read. It says, But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues. So the Lord is going to deliver his elect, just like he did in the ancient time. Well, I'm going to say, in this time, the Lord is delivering his elect. The Lord delivered the whole house of Israel back then. But just like it got plagued first, then the deliverance happened, it's the same thing taking place now. And this ain't no small omen. You know? Like, these are heavy events, which, like we was talking about today when we went to lunch. This shit is exciting, bro. Like, seeing the Lord judge this place, although it could be suffering for us, but at the same time, seeing the Lord come through with his word is comforting, man. Because we know we got a short time left. It says, And smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And America will be completely obliterated. It will be completely destroyed according to biblical prophecy. All right. And the fireworks are finna be missiles. All right. Which is finna be our independence. Niggas want to celebrate the anniversary of 250 years, the independent. That's not for no reason. Why 250? Nigga, why not 150? Why not 50 years? Why not 300? Because the Lord got you on a leash where you can't fucking move too much now. He got you on a tight leash, Esau, and you know it is. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land. So the plagues are coming before destruction. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. And that's what we're waiting for to see. And before that ultimate destruction comes, we are seeing the Lord warm up with it. Like you play baseball, football, basketball, layup lines, warm up drills. We see the Lord getting warm with it. By how? Measuring the times diligently. We see what the Lord is bringing to this place. In Amos 3:6 says, Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it? The Lord is the one doing this. Like it said at the later end of verse 12, 2 Ezra 15:12, the Most High shall bring upon it. The Lord is bringing these plagues and these punishments, man. The evil that's taking place, that's the Lord's doing. But I had that 2 Ezra 4, but I mean for time.
God,
I'll post it in the comment section.
God. Well, this is are you ready?
No, you could get that.
Deuteronomy 30 and verse 7, and Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies. So just like the curses, like on us, were like an evident sign, like you could tell we under the curses. Like you could tell, you just look at us. Even showing you that video of that lady on the train where the Patriot Front or whatever
that shoot, yeah.
And she was bugged out. And as soon as them Patriot Front, whatever they were, got on the train, they took a picture of her. She chilling. But she over there, she got spirits on her, But just seeing Jake in that condition, like you got spirits, like you plagued with all kinds of demons and stuff like that. You all kinds of ailments, everything, going through these curses, and then seeing them go on our enemies now.
And that's the thing. Put it like this. That's not a bad taste in my mouth. Whenever America was established, that wasn't a bad taste in these Edomites' mouth.
Got it.
Limitations, Baba Kushai, real quick. You can get that Limitations 1. Because when the nations seen us in our downfall and our distress, and the Lord hand upon us, that didn't bring a fucking sour taste to their mouth. Like, oh my gosh, look at what's happening to these people. They couldn't wait to see that. You got it?
Where do you want me to start?
It's towards the end. They have 21.
Got it. Lamentations chapter 1
Yeah, 21. Yeah.
and 21. They have heard that I sigh. There is none to comfort me. All mine enemies have heard of my trouble. They are glad that thou hast done it.
And they couldn't wait to see the Israelites suffer. They couldn't wait to see the Israelites oppressed and overtaken and consumed and confounded in the standpoint of an enemy with our power. They were excited to see that, bro.
They said this is the day that we waited for.
Thank you. And guess what? Keep reading, because likewise, in the same, are we not looking for that same thing to happen to our enemies? You got it.
God. All mine enemies have heard of my trouble. They are glad that thou hast done it.
Mm-hmm.
Thou wilt bring the day that thou hast called, and they shall be like unto me.
So they couldn't wait for the Lord to bring these judgments upon us, right? And that's beautiful, because guess what? The prophets were prophesying about these things would take place to Israel due to our rebellious ways, right? And it befell the whole nation. And they was these heathen were getting off on that. But guess what? The prophets were speaking the word of the Lord, and they had to suffer the same things too. But the sound and the tune going out now, the Lord is coming to save a remnant, man. The Lord is coming back to gather his elect. So they ain't looking forward to that. The tune has changed. Now we speaking up and saying what the Lord is finna bring. They ain't getting down with that. But whenever they see Jake getting on Jake, they cool with it.
That's hate speech.
Yeah. Now what we're saying, right? Hey, y'all going into captivity.
That's hate speech.
That's hate speech. But whenever you see Jake on Jake and nigga shit, they cool with it. Look at these niggas. But now the narrative have changed with the men that the Lord has raised up.
Right.
Where now we're at the end of our punishment, and Esau, it's the beginning of yours. You can finish it.
God. Lamentations 1 and 22. Let all their wickedness come before thee.
So now Jeremiah is saying, look at these heathen. Now look at them now. All right? And that's what we pray for. Like, Lord, just like the spirit of Ezra, like, damn, if we're the chosen people, we're getting judged. Now weigh it in the balance. Now look at them. And guess what? Jeremiah had the same spirit. Like, judge these niggas for their wickedness. You got it out.
And do unto them as thou hast done unto me for all my transgressions.
A recompense. Now let these niggas get judged. But the difference is, the Lord won't suffer his elect to go through anything that they cannot bear. We have an outlet. We got true help and defense, in a refuge and comfort. These niggas have their gods, and that's it. Their false gods and themselves, that's it, bro. They can't call on the Lord. They can't repent. They can't do none of that. And now it don't feel so good when it's your turn on the spotlight, nigga. You got it.
And do unto them as thou hast done unto me for all my transgressions. For my sighs are many, and my heart is faint.
You could close out. He done.
But yeah, hey, Lord willing, this has been edifying, and we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of